In 2016, fans were shocked when Michelle Fitzgerald defeated Aubry in the final tribal council of Survivor Kaoh Rong. We can have a debate over who deserved to win this season, but what I think is more interesting is the impact of medical evacuations on the endgame. At the final five, Michelle's game is saved by the Joe medevac. If he doesn't go on reward and eat too many meats, he survives that round and Michelle is likely taken out in 5th place. From there, Aubry could navigate to the final tribal alongside Ty and Joe. So let's run that hypothetical final tribal council combination. Without the medevac, you probably don't get the juror removal twist, so there's 8 jury votes on the board. Off the bat, I think 4 of these votes are absolute locks for Aubry. Neil was Aubry's #1 ally, so he definitely votes in that direction. Meanwhile, Nick voted for Aubry in the real final tribal council. Michelle respected Aubry's game to the point where she attempted to vote her out at the final 4, and Sydney was closer to Aubry than either Joe or Ty. That leaves the 4 bitter jury members of the season in Scott, Jason, Julia, and Debbie. Go back and watch the Ponderosa videos from these players. They are all furious with Aubry. They describe her game as fearful even though she orchestrated all of their blindsides. The question here is, how bitter is this group? Are they willing to band together and all 4 vote in favor of Joe or Ty? My guess is that they all vote in favor of Joe, but it doesn't really matter. You end up with the 4-4 split and Ty would obviously cast the winning vote of the season in favor of Aubry. If instead those bitter jurors band together and vote in favor of Ty, the same thing happens. All of this is to say that I look at Aubry as one of the best non-winners in Survivor history because her endgame was disrupted by factors outside her own control. Yes, she benefits from a medevac earlier in the season, but I think it's much harder to adjust your game plan when a player is pulled at the final 5 compared to the final 11. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this alternative final tribal council.